They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50, plant. Take four. 22 jet bombers. Go.
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, Hodges. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
In your face.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Perine. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go. Mike 50.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mike 50.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. That one good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the left. Hey, man. Watch the left.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Not here. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Open man here is Hamilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a carry for Pirine. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, Murray. 20. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Pirine. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hodges here on 2nd down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st down, Connor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
On second down, here's Hodges. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
6-6, pull it high.
Now Hodges on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Hodges. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, you don't want to see. You don't want it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Murray now on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Hodges now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That went into the hands of Hamilton. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Hodges. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Murray now on first down. This is Butler making the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray going to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A final shot before half from Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check it to 6. Pull it. Pass.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Let's go now. 65, 65, 65. Check.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Open man is Kirk, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Play action. It's Hodges. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10 now. Hodges. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
On 3rd down, Hodges. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Smooth.
Hodges, 4th down. Here we go. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Watch twitch. Watch the roll. Check safety, check safety. Check 52.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray now. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
Off the play fake, here's Hodges. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All day, every day, any day. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 1st down, Murray. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
At the 36-yard line.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Like 50, go, like 50.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, Chad, Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down now, it's Connor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now Hodges on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Right back to Connor here on first. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
15 run. 15 run.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check.
5.
Hodges here on second down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Squeeze down the middle. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Connor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Here is Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Buying time to his left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yep. Down to lose 1.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
50, hey, 2. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
5.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Check, 43. I'm coming.
2.
On 1st down, Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Slam, 61, matchbox, lights.
This is Connor. Still going. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Again, a run with Connor. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Steeler 1st down. Tonight's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Steelers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back into...
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.